Right, hello. I just thought I'd literally just make a very quick, I suppose it's a video or a rant, whatever you want to call it, about the Navy SEAL burpee, right? Because in this sort of burpee community thing, whatever you want to call it, whatever I'm a part of, so many other people are part of, calisthenics training, whatever you want to call it, it seems like the Navy SEAL burpee is like the benchmark, and you know you need to be all over the Navy SEAL burpees, and you're seeing blokes on Instagram and on here on YouTube and doing, banging out hundreds of Navy SEAL burpees, and you think, fucking hell, that looks great, I'd love to give it a go. But in reality, right, yeah, and do you know what, hats off to you. If you can do them, then hats off to you. For some reason, so back in lockdown, in the first lockdown, like 4 years ago, when I got really, really good at doing burpees properly and didn't get injured, I got to a comfortable stage where I was doing like 100 Navy SEALs, and it was like, yeah, workout done, job done, happy days. But now, for some reason, I can probably get up to about 20 to 25 Navy SEALs, and then I get a little bit like pinchy in the shoulder, whereas I can do like a 3-pump push-up fine, right? But I cannot seem to do the Navy SEAL. So in the background, when I'm not filming, I am working on just doing like 10 to 20 like every day, just to sort of get back up to where I want it to be. But all this is literally just, like, it's not even a rant about a Navy SEAL burpee, because Navy SEAL burpees are class and they're excellent. I think they're like a real good, like, if you could say, oh yeah, I can bang out 100 Navy SEALs in like 20 odd minutes, then you think, fucking fair play to you. Like, that's a really good like show of strength and your fitness level. But at the same time, if you can't, don't fucking worry about it. Do you know what I mean? Do not worry about it. I was doing them last week. I was doing them last week, and my aim was like, I did so 125 burpees, and I did 25 burpees, and then 5 pump push-ups and squats, and then 4, 3, 2, then 1. And then when I come to my set of 25 for 3 pump, I thought, oh, okay, I'll do Navy SEALs, right? And I got to about 12 or 13, and then just tapped out, and then went straight back into my normal 3 pump, which is fine. It doesn't matter. But for some reason, there's this sort of feeling that the Navy SEAL burpee is like a benchmark, and that's where you need to be. And you can bang a couple of hundred of those out, then you're an elite level G. You are top level. When it's like, yeah, probably true, but also as well, if you can't do them, and you've been trying to do them for years or whatever, you just can't do them, then just fucking don't worry about it, mate. If you can't do them, you can't do them. It doesn't really matter. I see quite a few people doing it, and I'm always a bit not jealous, because that's my own insecurity, innit? But I'm always a bit like, oh, fucking hell, I want to do Navy SEALs. Do you know what I mean? I want to do Navy SEALs to a high standard. I want to do a Navy SEAL properly. I want to do a Navy SEAL, with high reps. But there's no point in me filming myself doing Navy SEALs, because they're going to look fucking shit. I might as well do it. I might as well film it when I've nailed down the technique properly. What I have noticed that when I start to fatigue, my shoulder seems to give in a little bit. Like when you bring your knee through on one or whatever side, my back just dips and it just twists and it pivots that way. Whereas you need to be like fairly rigid when you're doing it. So, I've got loads of improvement to do on a Navy SEAL burpee, right? And I've been training this way probably for the last like 4 and a bit years, nearly like coming up to 5 years, really. Coming up to 5 years next month. I'd be training like this way, doing burpees and things like that. So, take it from someone who's been doing it for 5 years, if they're inconsistent, consistent within a couple of months, and then falls off a little bit. And, so basically for the whole entirety of the year, every year on year for 5 years, I've been doing fucking burpees, right? And I've been trying to do Navy SEALs. I've been trying to get back up to where I should be. I will get there eventually at some point, and I will be comfortable enough, and I will feel comfortable enough that my form is right, and I will film it and then put it on here. So and then you lot can judge me. But yeah, like I said, this is literally just like like I said, I'm not a Navy SEAL rant. I'm not ranting at people that can do them, because it's just my own insecurity for being jealous that they can do them. It's just, if you can't do a Navy SEAL, do not fucking beat yourself up about it. Just do normal 3 pump burpees, and then when you come up, maybe just do like a knee strike with your hands, make like or the sort of alternative elbows, that sort of thing. You know, just do that. Build yourself up to it. Don't beat yourself up if you can't do it. So yeah, that was literally that's it. That's it. Just nice and boring. So laters.